At 7:30 tonight, in a country practice, Esme returns to Wandin Valley after receiving the Order of Australia, and Alf Muldoon takes over the club and puts Cookie out of work. Now, it's time for the Thamesmen.
Welcome everyone to Pool Caddy Day 2. My name is Alex, I'm in Colorado.
I'm George in Los Angeles, and welcome. So you might have seen at the beginning of our video, like there was a bit of a text, but just to read out that Chris, who's keeping us on the right track, just to say that a quick heads-up warning, the video we're going to watch, so if you are a Aboriginal or Torres Strait viewer, be warned that the following program may contain images of and voices of deceased persons. So just to be correct here, we wanted to say that.
Thank you, Chris, and thank you for reading that out. So welcome to Pool Caddy Week, so day 2, and the first day. If you missed the first day, go back and check, because it was remarkable.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So this this track, From Little Things Grow. I mean, how old is this track?
I'm not entirely sure, but we do have some notes. And this is. Shall I read the notes?
Yes, I think so, because after that statement at the beginning, I don't think we can blag it.
No, I don't think we should blag it at all. No. So let's see what Chris is going to say. So this track, From Little Things, Big Things Grow, by Kev Carmody and Paul Kelly, co-written with Aboriginal singer-songwriter Kev Carmody, the song tells the important story of Aboriginal land rights. The song itself tells you the story wonderfully, so I won't go into it. Instead, here's what Kev had to say about its writing. Paul Kelly and I had gone away on a camping trip in about 91 or something, and we just kind of pulled it out around the campfire. Paul had a good chord progression, and I thought it'd be good to tell a story over it. So, by about 2 o'clock in the morning, we had a 6-minute song. Wow. Paul said of its composition, it has its roots in songs like Woody Guthrie's Deportees and The Lonesome Death of Hattie Carroll by Bob Dylan. All those songs grew out of the soil of other older songs. It's not uncommon to hear the audience singing along with every verse, and it's a very uplifting, hopeful song. This version features both Paul and Kev, as well as Claire Bowditch, Missy Higgins, and Dan Sultan, before everyone else who played it on the night joins in. So, all
right, okay. I'm really looking forward to this too. I mean, like singer, songwriter, and poet. You know, this is going to be epic.
Yeah. So, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go.
These Aboriginal stockmen are on strike. They walked off the job over a month ago. Their wives, children and relatives went with them. This is the Wave Hill mob. Wave Hill is the territory's biggest cattle station, 5,186 square miles. In fact, the biggest in the world.
I think that Australians all over Australia have got to decide whether they think it's right that Macquarie Street, for example, should be owned by the Aboriginals. It goes right back.
The Aborigines aren't claiming Macquarie Street, are they?
No, but because there aren't any Aboriginals here. Are there?
He said, hey, you steal another man's countries. And I said, well, what was before the bestie born and I born? I said, that was a blackfellow country.
You mob can sing along to this, eh? Then you'd all become Aboriginal idol, won't you?
Gather round, people. I'll tell you a story, an 8-year-long story of power and pride. The British Lord Vestey and Vincent Lingiari were opposite men on opposite sides.
Vestey was fat full of money and muscle. Beef was his business, broad was his door. Vincent was lean, spoke very little. He had no bank balance, our dirt was his floor. From little things, big things grow. From little things, big things grow.
Gathered the wealth of the land, and daily the pressures got tighter and tighter. Karinji decided they must make a stand. They packed up their swags and started up walking, and by Waddy Creek they sat themselves down. They said it don't sound like much, but it sure got tongues homestead and then into the town.
From little things, big things grow. From little things, big things grow.
Vestryman said, I'll double your wages. 7 quid a week you'll have in your hand. And Vincent said, oh no, we ain't talking about wages. We're sitting around here till we get our land. Well, Vestryman roared and Vestryman thundered. You don't stand a chance of a cinder and snow. But Vincent said, if we fall, others are rising from little things, big things grow. From little things, big things grow.
Then Vincent Lingiari, he boarded an airplane, landed in Sydney, great big city of lights. And daily he went round, softly speaking his story to all kinds of men from all walks of life.
Vincent sat down with them big politicians. This affair, they told him, it's a matter of state. Let us sort it out while your people are hungry. Vincent said, no thanks, we know how to wait.
From little things, big things grow. From little things, big things grow. From little things, big things grow. From little things, big things grow.
And Vincent Lingiari returned in an airplane back to his country once more to sit down. And he told my people that the stars keep on turning with friends in the south and cities and towns.
8 years went by, 8 long years of waiting, till one day a tall stranger appeared in the land. And his name was Whitlam. Came with great ceremony, through Vincent's fingers, for that handful of sand.
I solemnly hand to you these deeds as proof in Australian law that these lands belong to the Gurindji people.
This is a story of something much more. How power and privilege could not move a people who know where they stand, and they stand no more.
Our spirit walks with you. Our spirit walks with you. Good night. Go safe. Hooray.
That was intense.
All the hair standing up. And man, that is what songwriting is for.
That exactly. That is. I have so many questions and so much history I don't know or appreciate, but I appreciate that song and I appreciate that message. That was just magical.
What an important song.
Oh, it was so good. It was so well performed and so well, just like the sort of, I don't know, the love in that room for that song and the
energy
people and
the
performance.
Energy was, everyone. There's many elements. Just quickly about the band, flawless, fantastic.
Yeah,
band.
and I want to know more about Kev Carmody or Carmody, because I just, when someone is so obviously adored and loved, but so intelligent with their songwriting as well. I think that was amazing. I
loved it when Paul Kelly was stamping his foot and just geeing them on, and you could see them both in the chairs smiling and just it was just
lifting
all the
up everyone around them, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Every musician who had their moment, they were like being lifted by all the others. And it was so often, sometimes these sort of group tributes with lots of people end up being a bit of a mess and not very well, and just being a bit sort of people going through the motions. That was the opposite of that. That was a magical moment, I think.
And also, music could be so wondrous in many times of your life, from when you're feeling down, or for when you're feeling sad or alone, or when you want to party, or when you want to hang out with friends. But it is never better for me than when there's a message in there.
Authenticity as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And we go back to Woody Guthrie, "This Land's Your Land's My Land," and Bob Dylan, and the songs with a true message, political songs or whatever, they seem to be the ones that get me the most, because there's a level of authenticity. And then when you get those beautiful cats up on stage, all smiling and everyone enjoying with it and taking you along on the journey on such an important message, that's a combination that could never be beat.
No, it was, it is like, it's oral history. It's like bringing, I think maybe as the older I get, the more I appreciate the sort of idea of folk music and the sort of, like you said, the Woody Guthries, all of those people who carry a history forward through time. You know, they don't forget these moments. And their songs keep them alive for many years to come. You know, and I think that's magical, truly magical. I think, you know. I would love to know, actually, or just to sort of someone, and maybe I should know, but I don't. There was a female singer who had short dark hair who had a magical voice, and I'd love to know who she was as well. I should probably know.
The male third singer had an unbelievable voice. The first female singer had none. They all did.
They were none of them were bad. Something about.
It wasn't like you and me are up there. We would have just absolutely fucking destroyed it. The vibe in the room.
We wouldn't even get up there. So let's.
Kelly would have just like leant forward and kicked us off stage, you know, and taken over
without missing a note. I would imagine.
Authenticity miles get off the stage. That was. I feel like I've just listened to a really important song.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, apologies for not knowing all the history, but I have a better appreciation of some of it now. So that was pretty great. Chris, you did great. That's awesome. Oh, truly awesome.
Yes, Chris. Thank you. I'm a bit emotional now.
Yeah, exactly.
Better move on. And right, that was day 2.
Day 2, yeah.
It'd be probably completely an emotional reckoning and therapy on day 4 or something.
Exactly. So, like, subscribe, join us on the journey, and we appreciate everyone's support and comments and feedback and all of those things.
Oh, what an important song. I'll see you on the next day.
I'll see you. Cheerio.
Ciao. Bye.